When Uganda introduced curfew to tame the spread of COVID-19, a major victim out of this measure was the night economy. Many look at the night economy as just one for merrymaking, an uncontrolled expenditure by the night revelers. Experts, however, know that this space supports some of the most critical sectors of the economy, including some of the country's biggest taxpayers.
There is consumption of goods and services during the night economy. At night also, people are looking for accommodation, for where to sleep, which means that the hotels that used to be empty, the accommodation levels then would go up at night. Also at night, there are people who would want to travel at night. So if the curfew time is declared at 7 p.m., it means nobody can travel.
This consumption has a trickle-down effect that goes down to different parties, directly and indirectly.
What this does to the economy is that the volume of trade and services go up. And consequently, Uganda Revenue Authority would be able, therefore, to tax more revenue, more taxes. If you look at the statistics, this financial year, URA is supposed to collect about 22 trillion. They are behind by about 1 trillion shillings. Now, and that was during a COVID period.
The impact was even harder to the bar operators, who are indeed the fulcrum of the night business operation.
We lost cash flow, we lost a lot. People lost jobs. Actually, others' properties were taken up because you find others had loans to run specific businesses. But then the time we took when it is closed, actually, in one way or the other, some areas were not helped. Because, for example, I can tell you that we were closed, but landlords did not close the rents. The rents kept on accumulating. The loans, because I know people had loans, and even the constructions, even any other sector, they did extensions of loans, but that never meant that the loan is not being paid.
So as the night economy opens, players and pundits are rooting for a special consideration to support this segment of the economy, given the roles it plays in supporting critical elements of the wider economy.
We are not in isolation. We are part of the bigger society, and we are part of the bigger economy. You know, we like to say that we bring happiness. We make and bring happiness by way of beer. So certainly whatever affected the rest of the society affected us. People like to get together. So the moment you didn't have that opportunity to freely get together, it means the normal patterns of consuming, of drinking beer were interrupted. So that was the biggest effect, and it means there was a negative effect in terms of how much we could sell. And I think that impacted, then it had a ripple effect on the rest of the economy. Remember, we service the rest of the economy. So much that if I can just tell you that Nile Breweries contributes to 2.5% of the entire taxes collected by the Revenue Authority.
Beyond the taxman, just this one player in this space is impacting tens of thousands of households in Uganda.
We contribute 600 billion to the GDP of Uganda. We employ directly and indirectly up to 40,000 people. We contribute maybe 300 billion in procurement, especially procurement from farmers. We buy agricultural products for brewing worth 50 billion shillings plus, just in terms of sorghum, in terms of barley, in terms of maize, in terms of cassava. So all these were affected.
To understand the importance of the night economy, one has to look at the industries it supports and how much this feeds into the wider economy. Indeed, to players, the resumption of this economy will be critical to the resuscitation of the critical sectors such as tourism, Uganda's leading forex earner, which leverage night economy activities to sell the experience, which is a major commodity traded by this sector.